All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clusie. And today we're going to be talking about faith. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so Bible references today. I'm going to be mostly in Hebrews chapter 11. By faith we understand. So if you want to read something, you can start there. Okay, so now moving on to faith, guys. You guys need to understand that you have to have your faith in the right place. What is your faith in? Because your faith should be in the Creator. It should not be, your faith shouldn't be in man, people, what people can do for you, money, anything like that. Your faith should be in God and what He can do, because He controls all things. He knows all things and He does all things, and He's good, right? So we talked about that yesterday. But some of you guys, you need to understand what faith actually looks like in God, and you need to have that faith in Him and what He can do, because the possibilities of what He can do in your life are endless. And half of the people give up before they even get what they've been praying for, because they don't have the faith, or their faith is in the wrong place. They think that God's going to do it like this, it has to be done like this way, and God has no restrictions. He has no restrictions. If you think that He does have restrictions, you're crazy. He doesn't answer to any man, the laws of science, or anything else, because He made them all. I hope that you guys understand that. He doesn't need anyone's permission to do anything, and He can do what He wants at any point and any time in anyone's life. So you should put your faith in Him and that power, and stop worrying about man and people and money and who can do this for me and this, I'm going to get it this way. No, you don't need anyone's help. You only need His. He will turn the hearts of kings towards you. He will change people's minds about you. He will give you the money. He will do it all. Okay? So put your faith in Him. And please understand what actual faith looks like, because some of you guys here, some people here, God says like, hey, I'm going to bless you with wealth. You're going to have abundance. You hear that. And then what you think faith looks like is you go out there and you buy houses, cars, all kinds of stuff, run up debt, do all this crazy stuff. And then you say, I had the faith to buy it. Now fix it, God. Now that's not faith. That's a bunch of bad decisions that you're making. The faith is actually, if God says, hey, you're going to be successful and you're going to have wealth. What is faith like? What does faith look like in that situation? You start learning about how to manage what God's going to give you. You start figuring out and listening, hey, who does God want me to bless? Hey, maybe I need a financial advisor. Let me learn about this. Let me learn about that. That is what faith looks like. Faith is not making a bunch of bad decisions and then asking God to fix it. That is not the faith that we are talking about here. So you guys need to make sure that when God says He's going to do something, you guys are understanding and having the correct right faith and getting the tools so that when you do receive what He gives you, you can manage it properly and it doesn't destroy you, and you actually receive it. Because you don't want to be trapped in that time period where God's just testing you repeatedly, and you keep failing because you're doing it, your faith is in the wrong stuff. God don't bless mess, right? We already said that, okay? So some of you guys need to understand how powerful God is. You guys are forgetting that. You serve an all-knowing, all-powerful God. And do not let the enemy deceive you into thinking anything other than that, because that is the wholehearted truth. And He literally does anything at any point in time. He does not need anyone's permission. So put your faith in that. And if He's putting you through a little bit of testing and trials, please understand it's so that it's for your benefit. It's so that you're not destroyed in the end. It's so that you can have the wonderful things that you're asking for. Don't get mad at Him because He's trying to discipline you and put you into the correct position to receive what you ask for. Because that's the enemy's lies to you to get you in the way of your relationship with God. Put your faith in God and what He can do, okay? Because He tore down the walls of Jericho Himself. Israel did not need to lift a finger in order for that whole city to be destroyed. God said, march around it, and all I need you to do is have the faith to listen. Just listen, just march around it. It doesn't make any sense, but if you do it, I promise you're going to see my glory and you're going to get everything that you ask for. And that's what God's telling you today. Put your faith in him. Put your faith in him and what he can do, okay? Because his possibilities for you are endless. Your mind is going to be blown when you see what God can actually do when you have faith in him and you use it correctly. All right? So anyways, like, share, subscribe, and comment as always. I will see you guys next time.